Three poor brothers lived together, owning nothing but a guava tree. They took great care of it, and each day, one of them stayed behind to guard it while the other two went out. One day, God sent an angel to observe how these brothers lived, instructing him to help them if their lives were too miserable. When the angel descended to earth, he disguised himself as a beggar and approached the guava tree, where he found the eldest brother. He asked for a single fruit. The brother picked some guavas, handed them over, and said, "Take these from my share, but I cannot give you from my brother's portions." The angel thanked him and left. The next morning, the second brother stayed to guard the tree. The angel returned and pleaded for a fruit. The brother gave him some guavas, saying, "Take these from my share, but I cannot give from my brother's portions." On the third day, the youngest brother stayed home with the tree. Once again, the angel, still disguised as a beggar, asked for a single fruit. The youngest brother replied, "Here, take from my share, but I cannot give from my brother's portions." Later, the angel appeared again, this time disguised as a monk, and visited the brother's home. He said, "Come with me, and I will offer you something better than what you have." The brothers followed him until they reached a rushing river. The angel turned to the eldest brother and said, "Ask for whatever you wish." The eldest brother said, "I wish for all this water to turn into a river of fine drink, and for it to be mine." The angel waved his staff in the air, and in an instant the water turned into flowing drink. Along the riverbanks, barrels and workers appeared, ready to serve him. The angel said, "This is what you wished for. Take care of yourself." Then the angel turned to the second brother and said, "Ask for whatever you desire." The brother replied, "I wish all these pigeons would turn into sheep, and for them to be mine." Once again, the angel waved his staff, and all the pigeons transformed into sheep, with thousands of animals and hundreds of shepherds now under his command. The angel said, "This is what you wished for. Live your life." Finally, the angel turned to the youngest brother and said, "Ask for whatever you wish." The youngest replied, "I wish for nothing but a kind and pious wife." The angel waved his staff, and immediately a beautiful and virtuous woman appeared. The angel then married them and led them to a forest where they lived together. Years passed, and God sent the angel once more, instructing him to check on the brothers. Disguised as a beggar, the angel first visited the eldest brother, who now owned the river of drink, and asked for a single cup. But the man refused, saying, "If I give to everyone who asks, I will lose everything." Hearing this, the angel waved his staff, and the river turned back into ordinary water. He told the eldest brother, "This was never truly yours. Return now to guarding the guava tree." Next, the angel went to the second brother, now the owner of the vast flock of sheep, and asked for a small piece of meat because he was hungry. But the man refused, saying, "If I gave a piece to everyone, I would have nothing left." The angel waved his staff, and in an instant all the sheep turned back into pigeons and flew away. He told the second brother, "This was never truly yours. Return now to guarding the guava tree." Finally, the angel visited the youngest brother and his wife in the forest. He found them living humbly in a small hut. The angel told them he was a traveler in need of shelter for the night. The couple warmly welcomed him. The man said, "I am sorry I cannot serve you well, for we are very poor." The angel replied, "Do not worry, I will be satisfied with whatever you have." The man then asked his wife to prepare a loaf of bread and bring a jug of water. Soon, they placed the bread and water before the angel. The angel invited them to eat with him, but they lied and said they had already eaten, not wanting to take from their guest's portion. Seeing their generosity, the angel was overjoyed. As a reward, he touched the small hut with his staff, and it transformed into a grand palace filled with livestock, servants, and workers. The angel blessed the youngest brother and his wife before leaving. They lived happily and in prosperity for the rest of their lives. True generosity is shown when giving from little, while ingratitude is evident when giving is refused despite abundance. Blessings come to the kind-hearted, but greed returns its owner to their original poverty.